Many of you may put in the comments that this one should be number one, but there's one more above it that's just a little bit more inspirational. Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Thank you all for watching. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that notification so we can keep bringing you more. Today we are ranking the most inspirational emergency movies. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Firestorm. This was a movie back in 1998 with Howie Long when he was popular. It was around the same time of Broken Arrow, but this was a movie about smoke jumpers. This is really inspirational for those that got into the wildland fires. The whole movie was about an escaped convict and stuff like that. But what was inspirational and what people really liked about it was all the action that happened. Howie Long was able to jump out of aircrafts, did parachuting, had the chainsaws and all those kind of things. So it comes in at a pretty solid number 10 for us. The number 9 video came out in 2008. This one's a little bit different compared to the rest on the list because it's not really inspirational as far as what we see. It's all about the emotion and the relationships that we have. This one is called Fireproof with Kirk Cameron, and it talks about a fireman that struggles with job and family life. The inspiration comes from the way he handles it and how he improves his home relationships. The number 8 movie came out in 2016, and it's all about the Boston Marathon bombings in 2013. This is inspirational across all emergency services. It's with Mark Wahlberg. He's a police officer, but if you really watch the movie, it really gets into some of the emergency services and the unified command that really takes place in America on how we handle situations like this. So you have emergency services taking care of patients, you have police departments and local police departments working together and bringing on the FBI and searching down criminals. Very inspirational. I know a couple of people that decided not only to get into FBI and the police department, they actually went to Boston and started working up there. Our number 7 movie came out in 2006. It's about the 9/11 Trade Center terrorist attack. This is the World Trade Center with Nicolas Cage. It's about 2 port authorities that go in to try to rescue victims and end up getting trapped themselves. But realistically, if we watch the whole movie, it incorporates all fields. It incorporates the EMS working with the fire department, working with the port authority, and so forth. This movie inspired a whole generation to get into fire, police, EMS, and military. Our number 6 movie comes to you from 1968. Called Hellfighters. It's with John Wayne, and everybody loves a John Wayne movie, whether it's from his old westerns all the way up to his military movies, plus this one. This is all about oil well firefighters based out of Houston that travel the world putting out natural disasters or terroristic attacks. Our number 5 movie comes for you from 1999 with Nicolas Cage. This is Bringing Out the Dead. And many of you may be thinking this should be higher because it's very inspirational. And the reason I brought it down is because it's not necessarily inspirational for people getting into the business, but it is inspirational because we see a paramedic who is at the end of his career and having burnout. And it inspired us as providers that are in it or that want to become in it, saying we can do a better job and we can help him out. Our number 4 movie comes to you from 1974. This is Towering Inferno with Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, and O.J. Simpson. So this is a movie that talks about firefighting skills in high rises. Before then, there weren't very many buildings that were over 25 stories. So learning how to fight fires in this was very important, and they took on a lot of those issues. Whether it's water supply, radio communications, or personnel, this is very inspirational to learn how to work in big cities. The budget for this movie was $14 million, but it grossed over $203 million in the box office. Our number 3 video came out in 2004 featuring Joaquin Phoenix and John Travolta. This is Ladder 49. Many of you might be thinking, why isn't this higher on the list? But stay tuned, we got 2 more that are really up there. This is a movie that is inspired as a flashback kind of movie. It talks about a development of a young firefighter going through the service, learning what's being done, and working on the relationships between him and his captain and chiefs. So it's very inspirational to see. There's a lot of good fire and work going on. Many of us that are younger look at this as an inspirational movie that got us into firefighting. Our number 2 video is a little bit more controversial. You may be thinking it's number 1, but there's one just a little bit more inspiring. This one came out in 1991. It starred William Baldwin, Robert De Niro, and Kurt Russell. You probably know it by now. This is Backdraft. This is one of the movies that is most quoted within the fire service. There's a lot of one-liners in there that we use today. What many people don't realize is that they went on actual calls with Chicago firefighters, and most of the actors that were playing in it went to the Chicago Fire Academy in order to learn the job. Many of you may put in the comments that this one should be number 1, but there's one more above it that's just a little bit more inspirational. Before I announce number 1, do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, and in the comments below, put what you think should be number 1. Our number 1 most inspiring movie comes from true events in 2013 from the Yarnell Hill, Arizona fires. This is a movie that was produced in 2017 with Josh Brolin, Miles Teller, and Alex Russell. This portrays hotshots. Hotshots are a little different from our 10th ranked movie, which was the smoke jumpers. Hotshots go in on the ground. They start cutting down the wood, making a pass for the fire to stop it. And this movie is inspirational because it shows the true emotion in regards to firefighters and EMS personnel, especially when a tragedy hits. Unfortunately, during this event, there were 19 of the 20 crew members that passed away. And learning what these guys do, seeing the struggles that they go through is very inspirational, and it really impacted those that are in the service currently and any of those that were thinking about doing it. It's a great movie to watch, and that #1 movie is called Only the Brave. Thank you all for watching. Do us a favor, put your comments below, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, and look forward to the next video.